Once again, welcome to this week's Total Pickleball vlog. My name is Mark, and today we've got a few more paddles to talk about. One incredible bundle, two new updates to Yonex, and then a brand new evolution of paddle from Head as well. Let's start things off with the paddle bundle. This is the Dude Perfect bundle. Beginning with the paddles, a lot of people that are just getting into this sport are wondering, what kind of a paddle do I want to get? So what's optimal in terms of value versus performance? I gotta say, these trick shot paddles are some of the better to begin with. A lot of people that I see at the courts that are new timers really have a surface to their paddle that is very slick, that does not hold the ball in place, it just swivels and slides all over the place. I think getting a fair amount of grit on the paddle just makes pickleball easier and a heck of a lot more fun. These paddles are packed with grit. It is a composite surface, so along with that precision that you're getting off the grit, you've got a 13mm core that definitely lets the power shine through. You've got a weight range of these paddles for the trick shots of about 7.7 to 8.1 ounces, so you've got a little bit more maneuverability based weight as well as mass-based power. This is utilizing a more compact, like a 15.5-inch overall paddle length, and the handle length is just under 5, so it is a very maneuverable paddle from any part of the court. Keeps you feeling very connected to your shots, being that the sweet spot's so proximal to your hand. And along with the two paddles comes 3 balls. These are hybrid pickleballs. I would say they work sufficiently on both indoor and outdoor. I would say it's a little bit better ball to play on a gritty hard court surface. And you've got to have a good sling bag to transit everything safely and comfortably to the courts. Selkirk for that includes a sling bag. This easily carries everything, including some other accessories in a zippered pocket. All in all, just an incredible value. I think this runs somewhere around $90. Great performance, the paddles, everything about it. It's going to get you started and going with room for skill improvement in the great sport of pickleball. Next up, we can look at the evolution of Yonex. This one here is kind of utilizing a 16.4-inch overall length. I think it's 7.4 across the span from 3 to 9, and then we're working with a 5-inch handle length here. So it is giving you extended reach. There may be a little bit of a cramp feeling if you're used to playing with 2 hands off the backhand side, or the forehand side for that matter. But overall, these are just very easy to play with, obedient, durable paddles. The surface is, I would say, not the most spin friendly I've ever played with, but I would say it is pretty darn spin friendly. Yonex refers to the surface as HT graphite mixed with glass fiber and a micro particle coating. So again, very easy to play with. These paddles, as mentioned, are very durable, and this one has a curved tip, which kind of expands the sweet spot out towards the tip a little bit. And next up, we have our V-Core Plus. This one, again, we've got even more of a racket design, a rounded head shape, but it's utilizing the same overall 5-inch handle length versus 16.4 overall and 7.4 across the span from 3 to 9. This one probably is a little more slippery and aerodynamic through the air. Posting up at about 8 ounces, I would say this one is ripe for aftermarket modification with weight, as is the E-Zone Plus, just kind of middle of the road in terms of everything, just a meat and potatoes paddle for me from any part of the court, whether you're playing singles or doubles. These are just fantastic paddles. And last, but definitely not least, Radical Nite from Head. This is definitely an improvement and evolution from the grits and the original Raw. The Raw EX has been one of my favorite paddles to date to play with. And I would say power-wise, this one is kind of situating or bridges the gap between the two. I would say the Radical grits are very poppy, very spin-friendly, and the Raws are kind of a little more muted and dampened. This paddle right here, the Radical Nite, seems to be somewhere in between the two. It's not changing the shape for this one. It's utilizing the EX's 16.5 versus 7.5. There is a slight taper or flare outwards that keeps the sweet spot pretty broad out towards the tip. And we're working with a 5.5-inch handle length, which affords plenty of room to control points in the action using either 1 or 2 hands on the paddle. I really love this paddle for a variety of reasons. Spin friendly is an understatement. It is now T700 raw carbon fiber mixed with their spin on technology. So it is raw carbon fiber with a coating on top of it. We're gonna have to see how long this paddle lasts, but overall this is just an incredible thermoform paddle, very dampened, and I would say kind of middle of the road in terms of power. And for today, that's all we have for you. If you'd like to learn anything more about these paddles, Dude Perfect, Yonex, or the Radical Nite, be sure and visit totalpickleball.com.